All right. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so this is going to be a bonus general message. Now, technically, I am probably traveling by the time you see this because I'm doing some pre-recorded videos. So we'll have one that comes out every single day still while I'm away. But I always start these out with something real that happened with my dog, or at least that's typically what I do. And this, even though it's pre-recorded, what I will tell you is my dog knew that I was prepping to travel again. He recognizes, he's very much about patterns and noticing things. And he saw that I was putting things in a suitcase, and he knows suitcase means go. And he does not ever want to be left behind. And so he runs over to like go sit at the door and looks at the car, looks at me, looks at the door, looks at me like, I see suitcase. That means Aries goes too. And I just thought it was so cute and so funny to see him. I mean, to me, that's what was going on in his mind. Maybe I'm mistaken, but let's see where the storyline takes us. Somebody notices the writing on the wall and they're like, when you go, take me with you. We've definitely got someone who is creating like I'll say the garment of their life. You notice how we have a seamstress here, and she's not fully clothed yet because she's busy sewing together the beautiful like rainbow threads, meaning whatever she wears or whatever her life turns into, it's going to be something beautiful. It's going to be something colorful. She wants her life to be an adventure. She wants it to be exciting. She wants it to be something fantastic. So she's investing in that. She's going to make it happen. It's a real nice vibe for this storyline because it's one of like positive projection. I have the power to make my wardrobe beautiful, just like I have the power to make my life beautiful. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm prepared to put in the effort that it takes to go there, to make that thing happen. Let's ask the ancestors, how do they feel about that message? Kind of fun. It's nice. She's not ready yet. She's just in the thought process. It's kind of a bit of a Cinderella's preparing for something. Ooh, answer the call, explore, travel, and live. Yeah, this is very much one of those stories where we have a character who needs to just go and full bore commit to their life. Who's going to make life good? We are. Who's going to make our life lived to the fullest? Only us. We're the one going to have the experience. So why wouldn't we give ourselves the best experience? Why wouldn't we bet on ourselves? Why wouldn't we say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go do that brave thing. I'm going to sail forward. Very fun. Very nice. It's funny because I mentioned that I'm, the reason I won't be around for a little bit is because I've got the next leg of my journey to travel. So maybe this is about travel. I mean, I didn't think of that needing to be part of this. And even when things go wrong, we just continue on. Yes, when earrings fall off, I don't bother with them again. It hit the deck. It wants to be down. So I'm just gonna continue on. I always say I George Michael my way through the rest of the story. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch this video for the song Faith. We got the Hermit. This could be a Virgo who is ready to leap into life again. This could be someone who had been kind of silent for a while, and what they'd been doing is collecting knowledge, collecting energy, and now they're quite robust and they're hemorrhaging the energy out of their palm. Normally, I think of the Hermit card as the beginning of like a really deep, thought-provoking journey, but this is a Hermit who's already reached the conclusion of that solo part of their journey. And now they've come to the edge of this cliff and they're looking out across this beautiful wild sea, and the ocean represents emotion for me. They're ready to leap in and have a gigantic emotional experience again, possibly after a time period of not being ready. Like we said, she wasn't dressed. She wasn't ready. She is now answering the call. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I only know that I must, because I've got to jump right on in. If an opportunity arises for this character, they're going to say yes to it. If they feel like there's an action that they must take at this point in time, what is the action? Ace of Swords is something about their thought process. It's something about like, I know that I need to do this. I know that I need to, I'm very clear on something. Ooh, take action, communicate, leap of faith. Look, this could be someone knows that it's time to either travel toward an individual. Could be he or she, it doesn't matter. It's about traveling toward one's goals, communicating with people. It's also about returning to a plan that somebody had that was a life goal that they felt is part of their life path purpose. Now, certainly this could be the story of an individual who's saying, it's time I answer the call and I go and I, reach out to the person that I feel is like my person. I'm ready to take that leap of faith to try and be with them. But this could also just be somebody betting on their own life, saying, it's time that I return to this plan that I've had, that I always believed I was supposed to do this thing. I was always supposed to pursue this career path or learn how to do X, Y, or Z. For a while, I was off my path. Why were they off their path? What pushed this person onto a hermit's journey, a solo journey where they got off of that part of their life path and just had to work on themselves? So we had a strength card, but we also had a Four of Cups. They had to overcome a massive disappointment, something where they felt this was a missed opportunity. And I feel like this person went through a lot of grief, and it took all of them to be able to surrender this. I feel like they maybe spent a lot of time, shaking their fist at the skies. Why me? Why this? Why did this have to happen? Why did I even have it come through my life if it wasn't ever going to be mine? Why did I have to go through this huge disappointment? And I don't have an answer for that. All I can see is that they came out the other side as a very powerful person, very strong, someone who has tamed their own inner lion. They also are strong enough to, maybe this is somebody who learned a ton of self-control, even in the face of deep disappointment, even things that seem deeply unfair. Hold on. I want to expand on that. Tell me about that Four of Cups. Wow. It was something where they said, I thought I was going to have it all. I thought I was going to have it all. And maybe it's like, I thought that person was the greatest love of my life. I thought Ace of Swords, Two of Wands. And then instead it got taken away. And then I was left standing there going, well, what the hell do I do now? I really thought something was going to be mine. And then it's just gone. We had the Chariot sideways and we had the Ace of Pentacles. This was something that they really, either they already had a taste of and they're like, oh my gosh, this is I found this awesome career. I'm with these great friends. I have found the love of my life. I can see us growing old together. And somehow all that was taken away. And our character was like, how do I even move forward and have a new beginning? What does a new beginning look like after this? This was a supreme disappointment for this character. This is really tough, but they got through it. This character got through this. And at this moment in time, that's what pushed them on that personal journey. What was the big lesson that they learned out of this personal journey? Five of Swords. When something is not for me, even though I thought it was mine, even though I said it was my 10 of Pentacles, sometimes there are blockages and I have to surrender and say, maybe those blockages were for a reason. Some avenues in life I'm not going to be able to move forward. Even though I was the dragonfly, I was ready to take action. I wanted this, but everything conspired against me. And some walls are there because we're not supposed to bust through them. Some things are just a test to see how much do we want it. Will we bust through the other side and go after our wishes, hopes, dreams, and goals? And other things are not for us as much as it appeared to be for us. It's like, you got to be careful about like what kinds of things, things can look really pretty and look really perfect. And yet it doesn't work out and it doesn't work out and it doesn't work out because in reality, it was an illusion. It wasn't for us, even though we were so sure it was. Six of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Eight of Swords. This keeps saying the thing that our character, what they had to learn was when there are significant blockages, we might want to ask ourselves, what is it that I don't see about this situation? If this was a character who thought they'd met the one, I met my 10 of Pentacles person, I'm sure that we're going to have it all. We're going to grow old together. And then the relationship just doesn't work out. Maybe it comes to a full stop. And maybe our character sat there for a while. I mean, deeply bitter about it. deeply filled with sorrow, feeling like, why was this opportunity taken from me? And now they've learned that if something comes to a full stop, is it that this person was giving to someone else? Possibly. But more importantly, it's what was the lesson that the universe was trying to give me and perhaps the other person? There's a reason that something came to a full halt, and it was not to punish us. It was to benefit us somehow. So how is it that I was supposed to benefit? What was the secret that I was supposed to learn? What was the hidden thing, the thing I didn't see? And it might be that if I had gone down this road in life, I would never have been able to continue on a journey that I'm actually truly still meant to, achieve certain goals in my life. It would have blocked my blessings. What I thought was my 10 of Pentacles would have actually, if I had been able to commit to that, I may not even be the person that I am today. I may not have been able to have the abundance that I was supposed to have. My life would have gone a different direction, but it might have actually at some point prevented me from ever reaching the 10 of Pentacles. Maybe I would have stopped still at an 8 and I would have been stuck. It's interesting that that pathway wasn't actually meant for this character. They would have not had the life that they were supposed to have. They're supposed to have more abundance. The universe didn't punish this person. The universe protected this person, but man, they thought it was a punishment for a while until they figured that part out. And they're like, okay, wait a second. The thing that is meant for me will never pass me by. Yeah. Freaking hate that mantra right now, but fine. Okay, maybe I do kind of believe it because, well, actually, here I am back on this path of mine. In fact, here I am doing something that makes me really happy. In fact, here I am returning to an idea that I had of something that I wanted for my life. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be with that 10 of Pentacles person because I can achieve more and I'm supposed to achieve more with this idea that I had for what my life was going to look like before I ever met that person. I'm back on that path. Okay, so where does that take our character? Death card, major life transformation. Our character was supposed to have a life overhaul. They were not supposed to live in whatever they thought this was going to be. Unfortunately, it was also, they had to pause. They weren't ready to have whatever this is. All the work that they could have poured into this life wasn't going to work out yet. Now it's the right time. Hanged Man is now in the reverse. If basically it's saying that our character maybe came into this world with a skill set, a set of gifts that they are supposed to use. If they fell in love with somebody and thought, oh, I'm going to be married to this person, I'm giving up on all those other dreams and goals. The universe was like, no, you're not supposed to give up on those. But equally as true, that amazing path isn't really open to you yet. So you meet somebody, you fall for them. That's still not quite what you're supposed to do though, but you used some of your time with that person, but that was okay because it actually maybe supplied you with some other gifts and skill sets that you needed to develop. And now guess what? It's time to turn your head and look back off into the right, because now it's time for you to use those gifts and skills and excel in that life purpose that you have. It's like if you've ever stood in line to go to an event and there were like street performers or something that helped keep you entertained while you were waiting, but then eventually it's time that you go into the main event. That's the thing. It's time for our character to get back to the main event, and the main event is going to be life altering for this character. That death card is there. I feel like our character is probably going to have some significant success in their life with whatever their life purpose is. The strength card up again. They added one more layer of personal strength, integrity, power, and confidence in themselves at just the right moment in time. Life is going to get a little bit bumpy, and then it's going to get really freaking good. I think that this character's life, they had to have the maturity level to be able to ride way up high with their head up high. This is like somebody who had to learn how to deal with fame, how to learn to deal with if you're going to be famous, there's also going to be a lot of people that are going to be nasty to you that flat out aren't going to like you, and you got to be able to hold your head up high. If you were unsure about yourself and then rose to a level of, fame, it could like really get in your head and make you feel like, am I an imposter? Why do people hate me? Instead of realizing Somebody will always dislike you. That's just how that goes. I can't worry about what anybody else thinks of me. I just got to keep moving forward. It shouldn't knock me off my horse whether or not somebody likes me. That was the confidence that our character needed to reach and achieve, and they got there. Our character, through dealing with something that was a huge disappointment, coming out the other side, getting back on their true life path, having success, that disappointment that they went through helped temper them and believe in themselves more, believe that they deserve to achieve more, believe. And it was probably because they're like, I couldn't, why did I not get to have the thing that should have been mine, thing that should have been amazing? Now they're like, I do deserve amazing. And the next time that comes around, I'm going to bask in it and say, yep, I deserve the achievements, the accolades, because I faced some difficult things in my life and I came out the other side. I really feel like this was all a confidence builder, and this character is going to need this confidence for the next phase of their life. Boy, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. They're going to be able to look back at the times where they thought I didn't get anything for the effort that I put out. And they're going to say, actually, I could have poured all of my amazing energy into that person that I thought I was going to have the 10 of Pentacles with. But you know what? They would have never matched me. It would have been a battle for the rest of my life. I could have been depleted. Instead, that person might have rejected me, but they also rejected everything I would have given them. Thank God. Hallelujah. I did not get depleted by that person. Now, I might have been really upset. Why didn't they want my gifts? Why didn't they want to be a partner to me? That person did us a favor by not being a partner to us, is what the universe is trying to convey to this character. This is like, when I say the universe, I'm talking about this person's higher self. That's why I'm saying us. It's like our character is having this conscious connection to their higher self. They're a master manifester. Their subconscious is a master manifester, even though they may not realize just how intelligent their subconscious is. Their subconscious is like, you are meant to literally like create an entire empire for yourself, a whole life for yourself that is different than what you would have had if things had worked out with that 10 of Pentacles person. They weren't, that would have prevented you from really having the full experience of abundance that you're supposed to have. I feel like this person is going to be very famous. I don't know why, but that's what that looks like to me again and again. They're on a path of life to be, everything has been prepping them for something bigger. Every disappointment has been prepping them for something bigger that is supposed to be theirs. So getting used to everything from rejection to disappointment and handling it with grace, so that they don't, when you get something amazing, you don't want to fumble it because you're unfamiliar with how to handle the ups and downs and the stresses of things. That's, I think the universe did this character a huge favor in making sure that they could keep traveling down the path that they want. But again, maybe it was their subconscious that said, I really want to make sure that I get the most out of this lifetime. And the subconscious is like, okay, then, we're going to sometimes, you're going to have to surrender certain things. You're not going to get everything you think you want. And I feel like this person, somewhere in the back of their mind, they already agreed to that and said, I know, subconscious, I'm going to have some significant sorrows and perceive that I lost things and I'm really sad about certain things, but it's worth it if it keeps me on a path that I'm supposed to be on. So I accept that. And I think the universe was like, all right, then here we go. Let's do this thing we call life. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that there. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy my fictional storytelling, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. I will see you guys again at midnight for today's topic. And every day that I'm away, the bonus message will come out at 8 a.m. The other one comes out at midnight. So I'll see you guys in those 2 storylines all week. All right, bye.